Hello friends, welcome to Samson K channel. The motto is I come to win and presented by DP Kokate. In this video, we learn about the English workshop of 2.4 and epitome of courage of My English 10 class. So now one by one, let's start. The first is match the following. There are two groups, group A and group B. I directly given answer in the middle of the two groups. So let's start. Group A. Number 1, Galileo. The answer is from group B is D, the greatest scientist 300 years before Hawking. Second, from group A, Dr. Stephen Hawking. The answer is from group B is C, the greatest scientist of this century. Third, from group A, black holes. The answer from group B is A, the concept which helped Stephen to get his PhD. Fourth, from group A, Stephen's favorite subject. The answers from group B is B, music and mathematics. Now, the second is complete the following web chart containing the qualities of Dr. Stephen Hawking. The web chart is about qualities of Dr. Stephen Hawking. So, main qualities of Dr. Stephen Hawking: optimistic, courageous, intelligent, undaunted, great author and humble. Now, in the third questions, arrange the following statements according to the occurrence in the history of Dr. Stephen Hawking. Here are some sentences from the text which are in jumble order. You have to correct the orders of sentence. I am giving here only the arrangement or only the numbers of sentences, but you have to write complete sentence as per the answer given. So let's start. A. At the age of 17, Stephen noticed that he fell down a couple of times for no reason. B. He became a fellow of the Royal Society and a member of the US National Academy of Science. C. He believes that in the next millennium, science will discover the core secret of the universe. D. Stephen was born on 8 January 1942 and then grew up like an average child and a normal teenager. The disease, that is E, the disease worked its way into Stephen's body and left him disabled. F. Stephen decided to continue his doctoral research work with renewed vigor. G. Stephen was diagnosed with a rare disease, ALS or LOU. H. Though confined to a wheelchair, he worked on computer and expressed his thoughts. Answer. The arrangement of sentence as per the text is 1D, that is Stephen was born on 8 January 1942 and then grew up like an average child and a normal teenager. The second sentence becomes A. At the age of 17, Stephen noticed that he fell down a couple of times for no reason. Next sentence G. Stephen was diagnosed with a rare disease ALS or LOU. Next sentence Yup. Stephen decided to continue his doctoral research work with renewed vigor. Next sentence is E. The disease worked its way into Stephen's body and left him disabled. The next sentence, that is H. Though confined to a wheelchair, he worked on computer and expressed his thought. The next sentence becomes B. He became a Fellow of Royal Society and a member of U.S. National Academy of Science. And the last sentence becomes C. He believes that in the next millennium, science will discover the core secrets of the universe. Now next question. Homographs. What is meant by homographs? Homographs are pairs of words that are spelled and pronounced the same but have different meaning in different contexts. So this is homographs. Now what to do? Use the following words into two different contexts. Here some words are given and you have to use these words in two different contexts. So let's start. The first word is couple. The first use of couple is Hardik managed to take couple of wickets. Second, the young couple was enjoying the rain. That is, in first sentence, couple meaning, the word couple meaning is changed. Here couple means two. In the second sentence, the young couple was enjoying the rain. That is, couple means husband and wife. Second, mind. Every person has different thoughts in mind. Second, do you mind if I switch off the TV? The third word is space. The use of space in first sentence, there is a lot of space in front of shop. Second, India will build a space station on the moon. Next sentence, next word is sound. The first use of sound is the loud sound disturbs the studier student. And second use, his idea of making cake in different ways sounds quite interesting. Now the last word is left. He asked the old man to take left turn for temple. And second word or second context, after completing study, he left for foreign. So the homographs, that is the pair of words spelled and pronounced the same. That is, in all these sentences, couple, mind, space, sound, left, have some sound similar, but they have different meanings. Like sound. Sound means voice and sound means in another way. So, homographs means a word that is spelled and pronounced the same but have different meanings. So next, use the following words phrase in your own words. The first word or first phrase, quirk of fate. The use in sentence, that is, by the quirk of fate, Kalpana Chawla died in an accident. Second, confined to. Ramesh's father was confined to wheelchair due to paralysis. C. Exaggeration. Little kid told mother about toy without any exaggeration. An epitome of. Sachin is an epitome of honesty. And E. Millennium. After every millennium, nature shows its power. Now next question, that is the expand the given themes. Here 4 themes are given. You have to expand the given theme with some clues. So let's see what are the themes. The first, if you fall ill during your final exam. Second, B, if you meet a disabled person who needs help. C, if your friend is in trouble. D, if you meet a great person like Dr. Stephen Hawking. Now, in this slide, I am giving only 2 expand themes. That is, I am expanding only 2 themes so that you can get clear idea how to expand the themes. The first is falling in during the final exam. If I fall ill during my final exam, I will feel worried in the beginning, but soon I will collect myself and will face the problem boldly. Determinedly, I will continue to appear for the remaining exam papers because there will be no reason getting into panic about the final exam. I already have completed my study and revised it well before the exam. My parents, I am sure, will be there to nurse me well and took after my health, medicines, and my fast recovery. My friends also help me in my studies. They will comfort me and give me confidence. If I feel a little better, I myself will continue my studies for the final exam, so everything will fall into place. The second theme, that is D, if you meet a great person like Dr. Stephen Hawking. So the answer is, before meeting with such a great person like Dr. Stephen Hawking, I will have to pre-plan my visit and get permission for the visit from him. I must be ready with information about his life history, his characteristics, his education, his achievement, and his display of exemplary courage in the face of overwhelming odds. It is difficult to face and get to talk to such an awe-inspiring person, but I know how to handle myself in this situation. I will talk to him boldly and respectfully. I will overcome my fear of meeting such a great man. I will tell him how I am impressed and inspired by his work and achievement. I will get the greatest joy of my life in meeting such a great personality. So these are 2 examples that are expanded here, and rest of 2, that is B and C, you will be do with as per support or hints. So in the next, that is the language study. The first question, convert the following to exclamatory sentences of same meaning. The first sentence, Dr. Hawking is a very humble man, and the exclamatory sentence is, What a humble man Dr. Hawking is. Second, he was very clumsy. And the answer is, that is, the exclamatory sentence became, how clumsy he was. Third, he was very simple and intelligent. And the sentence became, how simple and intelligent he was. Now the last sentence, courage is truly wonderful thing. And the exclamatory sentence become, what a wonderful thing courage is. Now you have noticed here, two sentences started from how and two sentences started from what. So the changes here is that whenever noun came after a verb, you use what to start exclamatory sentence, and whenever adjective came after verb, you have to use how. So this is important. Now second question, convert the following to interrogative, that is, you have to form question form. So let's start. The first sentence is, the prognosis was bad, and the answer is, was the prognosis bad? That you have to create questions using the verb given in the sentence. But some sentence have no verb. Then what happened? Now let's see in B. Stephen decided to continue his research. So there is no was, is, am, are or anything. That is the verb. But here is the first verb, that is decided, and from the verb decided you have to find out whether it is in present tense or it is in past tense. If it is in past tense, use did. So the answer becomes, did Stephen decide to continue his research? Now there are two more sentences, and you may do with as per the given instruction. So thank you friends for watching this video. It's Samson K presentation, and we will come back with another